Hey guys, how's it going? We'll just switch over to do our regular test here. Looks like that's good. We'll just refresh this, check the sound quick. Alright. Looks like that's good. We'll just refresh this, check the sound quick. Alright. Looks like that's good. We'll just go. Oh, there we go. Yep. Alright. So where did we leave off? Again, yes, we are trying to get this lobby going. Again, I'm just working on the migration of that one asset pack, and once I'm done that, because it's going to be in the main lobby that I want, like the main menu, it has the menu stuff in it. Because of that, it's going to be that's the why I'm doing that pack first. But yeah, I think we were working on the player character. Oh, here we go. We had the player character was up. Working on the player character and the lobby menu and stuff. So what we wanted to do was toggle action, info action. Now, actually, now I think about it, we're probably going to need our character here. Find home, purple's character, we got this guy here. Now this base character, if you look at the event graph, just has event held animations, event update held animations. That's it. Update held animations. And event. Yeah, event update held animations. On update held animations. On update held animations. It's checking the overlay state. And again, this is using the advanced locomotion system. By default, I want to maybe have something like this, but again, I won't have to use this for every class. It's just a really good base system. I just really want to. I gotta get it working. It's too good not to use. And so it's just going to be updating the draw animation. That's for. So that's from the Bose drawing. There's like an animation for that. And that's just casting to the bow and blueprint. It's probably a better way of doing that. And obviously update held object, depending on the stance we're in, will depend on what object we're holding, and we could change that. On construct, we're just making sure that we have our parent skeleton, player skeleton. Which is our metahuman body, and that everything is attached to it. It's just for held object, but this is all inside the mesh. And so yeah, that's how that guy's working. And that's a simple construction. We do have a couple of methods made, and that's just for ragdoll, get up animations, depending on what they ragdolls, but I don't think I have collision set up, so he'll just fall to the floor right now, and roll animations. That's what that was before, so that's it. And our event graph is pretty clean, pretty base. So this is again a base character. There's not much to it. It's pretty simple. But our base character, if we click on this here, it has a lot of these roll animations and stuff that you could swap out for your own animations. But there should be a controls. That's why we're coming in here. Sorry, guys. We're coming in here because there should be a controls. Because it's using advanced inputs. So let's see. If we do input. Input was closed. Huh. On the character mesh? It could be a part of the player controller, actually, which would be even better. That we don't have to touch our character. Hmm. Base player controller? Yeah, I'm looking for how to edit the movement and controls here. Because I'm thinking that's probably what's... If we hit play... Oh, not even moving. So let's stop. Let's double check. We go to all, we go plugins, advanced locomotion system, level, demo level. Sure. Play. So we move, we have everything good to go. Let's see this, because I think this would be it here. AOLS player controller. It has the camera manager. Hooked up. Okay. That's probably where I'm going wrong there. Game feedback is enabled, but that's not with ALS. ALS inputs. Here we go. But we're not actually triggering anything at this point, because I guess we can't move. So we want to get this on our base player controller. We want to make it an ALS player controller class. Alright. So we want it to class settings. We want to do ALS player controller class. We'll compile, save. Now if we go to our library player controller, go to our defaults, we have ALS now, and we could put these guys in. We want to have the ALS underscore? Yeah, underscore. And camera active 20. File and save. And if we test, oh, that's not gonna work. Now we could go back to our level. Levels. Lobby level. We hit play. Got this. Camera and the manager is set up, but the buttons are not working. Graph. Conscript. All it has is this. Copy that. There's no other changes really. So go into our base character. And you paste this function. There we go. Where would we find this references? I don't think it's actually using that even. So it doesn't matter really. Class defaults. So mappings. Forward movement W. And there's nothing in here. And there's nothing in his player controller, I'm guessing. Blueprints, logic, player controller, event graph. There's nothing here. This is pretty as base as they come. This is what ours look like, and everything's just the base. Let's just double check it is when we hit play, we're not moving or anything. Let's just double check it's probably the player controller by going to levels. We'll go back here. We hit play. We know we can move everything. We're gonna do roll, sprints. A lot of the stuff is good. We can climb up on objects here, and our feet are good. We can jump up here, and our feet are good. Climb here, and our feet bend to the shape of the ground. So our character is good. So this might error, but if we try PC lobby, good, and everything works. So we know it's not our player character class. We Control Z here, Control Y. We'll just do ALS player character controller. Should be that probably. Yeah. Single player. There's nothing here. So all it does is it just has the ALS controller in the player. Nothing else is interfering with it. When you hit play, it works. So if we switch this to our PC controller, hit play, there's nothing else interfering with it. Now, and we know that all works. Let's try to double check things. We will go to all. We will go to... Oh, wait. We will switch that back to this. Content. Finding home. Levels are lobby level. Save. And we will choose the ALS game mode. We'll hit play. But when we do our lobby game mode and we hit play, we get no movements. When we are spawning, are we possessing? This should be handling the spawn, no? Swap characters, post login, no. So I can close this, I can close ALS character, I can close that, I close that, because we know those things are working. Player character. Do we have spawn in here? Oh, it's probably one of the base things, right? Base player controller? Or is it the base game mode that has the spawn? Kick, handle player connection, respawn, so this has the spawn. We are possessing the character. Spawn character owner, which is of type player controller. Player is the controlled pawn. Player controller. Find random start, spawn. Handle disconnects, handle post login on PCs. Handle swap into the character controllers, handle disconnects, server transfer, So, it's not in our base game mode. Why are we not moving? If we did base character, hit play, we're still not moving. So we could set that to done. On logout, on swap controller. Validate base. State. Again, we could just use the lobby state here. The base state shouldn't really have can't launch, but yeah, sure. Because that's going to be a specific lobby thing, right? If we hit play and we hit tab now, it still doesn't do anything. So what we want to test right now is we want to see if we can pull up our menu and see what happens. But when we're hitting toggle session, let's make sure I'm not just an idiot and that there's nothing in here. So toggle session should be tab. Toggle session is tab. We go back to this, toggle session is this. If we hit tab, it should say hello. If we are controlling our pawn, which is, we could check that. These are all the lobby game mode stuff. Wonder why that eye's invisible on the... But yeah, we're hitting the tab and nothing's happening. Ooh. So you want to test how this is doing. And so one of the other things I was thought... So, if we go back to, we just want to test, we go back to this and we hit play, we know this works, and we switch over to our lobby PC, we hit play, we know this works, we have hello, hello, hello. Lobby ref HUD. Is not found. This is in the input graph, so that is fine. If we go to the event graph, the event graph shows us here getting self, and this must be failing somehow. Getting us as the player controller. Get HUD. Right. Let's do that. We will just add our HUD class here and see if that still works. And now still getting some errors here. Print string. What? So we should get that 10 times. Because that's the actual HUD, not the lobby widget itself. So the HUD widget does exist. And since it does exist, it's not erroring here. It's actually setting the HUD widget. Set up PC controller, set up the chat widget. This is where we were creating the hub before, but we shouldn't have needed to do that anymore because and it's using the old HUD stuff as well. Oh, what was that error? No, it is FH. I'll just make sure it's not WB from PC. Yeah. So it's getting the HUD. It is setting it. Oh, herp, derp. I don't know if you guys seen that, but timeout is 0, so it didn't fail. It just didn't do anything. There you go. Never tried because it was already 0, so it just went right off the hop. Sometimes I wish you guys were there to let me know. Spot my blindness. Alright. We'll try that again. So we clear that there. Hit play. And we should escape here. And we're still getting errors. Okay. Now that this time is 10 seconds and we've compiled and saved, now I'll print string and say what. So I might actually only do that once. Clear. Never said what. That is very odd. So it has. It's gotten a reference lobby. Reference lobby does exist. It is there. But when we hit tab, reference lobby reference HUD. Lobby left HUD is apparently and we know it exists because we set it here. But it might be saying the menu doesn't exist or something. It should. But the main thing is now we're hitting tab and it is functioning, but it's pulling up tab 2. So, yeah, so we do. Oh, we can close this actually. We want to go to content. We want to fix that as soon as possible. Darn. So it's probably systems actually. HUDs. Lobby HUD. Oh, this is the lobby HUD. Here you have it up. What else could we test? What we want to test is we want to test what can we do. Let's get a display name of this. And we'll break this here for now. So if it's not valid, it should be just saying like none or blank or something. Oops. When this is pressed, variables. This is lobby F HUD, lobby reference HUD. Oh, which can get valid get. If it's valid. If it's not valid, we will print another string and say not valid. It is not valid. Why? Why is it not valid? I've said it right here. HUD class. F lobby HUD class. going to create function called backup HUD creation. Put it in here. Confirm lobby HUD creation. Confirm creation lobby HUD. Are you guys wondering why I do that? It's because of the spaces. If it has two capitals beside each other, it won't space. So I try to make it show that all the capitals, when there's like an acronym or something that's there, we're going to go into here. We're going to do something like this. Control C. We're going to go into here. Control V. But in this place, we are going to get our lobby HUD. We're going to get a valid get. If it's valid, is in YouTube. This is a widget. Sure, we can still have the server name. Only if it's false, I guess. Sure. HUD FH lobby HUD. Oh, it's not a widget. Create HUD. So we create widget user interface, right? Can't create a HUD. Oh, we should be able to get HUD though. I'll break this link here. Compile again. That's fine. Save. We can probably just kill this. We won't be able to create a HUD check. But I want to use HUDs because that's what we're supposed to be using. I just didn't think I'd encounter this weird problem. Could be like ALS is somehow destroying my HUD somewhere with the player controller in the background or something. Or they're creating their own HUD. So let's go to our input here. Since we know this is not valid. If it's not valid, we're going to get HUD player controller, which is ourself, and we're probably just going to print name. See what that does. Actually, Control Z, We're going to do another print string. So we're going to duplicate this, connect that here, because last time when we connected a print string like this to try to get the display name, it just didn't function. Which, it's no good. No good. It doesn't give us any information. Lobby HUD 0. I noticed that all the classes, when we hit play, we tab or something, we click on here, all my classes have this like 0 beside it. I think that's just because it's me, right? But pretty much what it's saying, though, is the hobby ref is not valid. What if tickle me this? What if we break this? We get our HUD cast to lobby HUD. Which I do not like this because this is inefficient. We do that. Ooh, it's not like this. Get was pruned because its execution is not connected. Yeah, sure. What we'll do is we'll just close all this stuff. These are just print strings. We can get these back. Nothing happened. So we're gonna do this. So we're hitting tab, we're not getting failed. This is the strangest thing. Alright. yeah, I don't think we are setting this up. It's just one player. Net mode standalone. One player. Not valid. Okay, that was bad. We should change this to should have worked. Should have worked. Okay. So I'm not too sure why this cast is working, but yet my cast in here was not working. This is just at the start. We'll do something as sloppy as is valid, or we'll then get it. Lobby ref HUD, convert it to a valid get. If it's valid, we'll continue. But if it's not valid, we will go into doing this here. Copy. Get this HUD and convert it. And then set it. Now we'll go back to this input. Kill that. We'll still get this. Still convert it to get valid. Should have worked. That and this. Compile and saved. Let's see. Obviously, we still have to go into here because something's not toggling for some reason. Wow, not valid. Why? There's literally no difference. Hello? So, the only thing that makes sense actually is that somehow we are erasing it here. If this is hello. Oh. Didn't even spawn. Begin play. Well, we know this is happening. Actually. Right? Because it has the widget thing. All I really need to do was this get valid. Because from this get valid, we're going into the setup. And so it's only going to do this setup if this is valid. And from this setup, we're setting up the chat widget. And we're creating the chat widget because it should not exist otherwise. So if we hit play, oh, there's no chat widget. It's actually not functioning at all. Never mind. I take that back. Take it all back. There's no chat widget. So it is failing then. It isn't valid. Well, how far back is it? Oh my god. Ugh. I'm silly, guys. It's gonna be looking for the game mode. And the game mode doesn't exist because we are using a different game mode. Then it's gonna be looking for the player state, which it doesn't exist because we're using a different player state. Oh my god, guys. It's one of those derby moments. It's one of those days, man. Wasted so much time. At least you guys got some troubleshooting tips and tricks, I guess. What not to do. Let's see here. Let's see what if we hit play. Not valid. Print string. Hello? Billy, is that you? Before, because try to get the lobby game, it's going to try to do this, it's going to just fail. So basically that's after 10 times per second. Yeah, the hello's there, right off the hop. So, right there, we're just going to go straight to here for now. Screw all this. We're just going to, because this is 10 tries, I'm pretty sure that is 10 seconds. So that's a long time of waiting. Try to get that, and that's what we're being too impatient for. Let's see now. If it is valid, once we get it, it should go. We're just getting our self, which again it should. There we go. We got the chat. Should have worked. There we go, guys. We got something going. What was game mode ref? Yes. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. So these don't work. Alright. So it's getting through now. Our lobby widget actually exists, so we don't need this anymore. So, but this here spawning character it's this is where we're spawning our character, right? And we're doing this possess. It's not working. Or well, maybe that's where it's going actually. So we'll try that. Actually, let's try that. Try to fix. We'll have base character here, so we don't need to spawn character anymore. Pretty much, we already have the base character set up, and that's why the character's still moving and working anyway, because the base character's already set up. So let's hit play, see what we got. Should have worked. Okay. All right. So now no more errors, right? Key setup. That's just to the chat widget. Okay, so we're going back to here. Should have worked. Don't even need to get this valid anymore. It should be just convert to pure. Straight to here. Don't need this anymore. Go here, and we'll break this link just to make sure we got rid of all the different I hate leaving a bunch of print strings all over the place. Just making sure we got rid of all the print strings. Alright, so we want to toggle HUD. So we'll go ahead in here, we're toggling HUD. Toggle HUD menu ref. Which should have been created before. So this is where we're doing some tests now, because we're getting in here and nothing's happening. So print string here, I guess. Hello. It should be getting into here. We're doing our widget toggle, which is making sure our widget is valid. If it's not valid, we could print string and say widgets given widget not valid. I'm allowed spaces here, so I'm not too sure why I'm not creating spaces. And that we can actually keep that there. That's fine. If it is valid, we're gonna set it to the focus widget. And we know we've tested this before. This should be working. If we set it to focused widget, it should set it to hittable. And we're also going to set to the active widget after that. Given widget is not valid. So if we go to event graph, there's play, and oh my god, oh, this is base, because the toggle widget's here. Given widget's not valid. So if we go to close this HUD class, we go back to our lobby HUD class. We got this hello, but this is not valid. So begin play, get local player controller. Oh, that's why. We're gonna skip all those things. Tests, and we are not using the same. Oh, well, actually, should be able to get the player controller. Should be able to get the player controller. But Actually, for this case, we just ignore it. Because I don't think I'm using the player controller right away, am I? Am I? I am. This is gonna have some... This is gonna have some errors. This menu uses everything. Right, because it's getting different things from different stuff. And there's our movement break right there. Get owning HUD. Set input to game put only. Then we create HUD widget. Set input to UI only. But we're not doing that. I'm doing that in the menu because we're displaying a menu. This is why copying code sometimes is not good. There we go. There we go. Alright. Alright. Let's try to do back to our lobby game mode. And we do not have a character class. So we'll go full revert on this. So we will click that right in there. Now that we kind of know what was happening. That's a long way to find out. Jeez. That just such a small fix sometimes. Do all that work and it's just such a small fix. Toggle event. This is it here. We need to, now that we got all of our things again, we do need to spawn our character again. Look at that. Oh my god. So we hit tab now. Oh. Prop hunt game settings. Option 1, 2, 3. Option 1. And prop hunt. It's the only mode we have. Don't know why that's default, but it's supposed to be different maps. No errors. Everything looks good. Happy I got that. Jeez. We don't want something like that happening. This is all working now. This is fine. Get the HUD. Set the PC. Spawning the character. Everything's working. The chat is working. We can get rid of this. Keep that nice and clean. Compile, save. That is working. This HUD. Great. HUD, we can close. Toggle widgets. Close. And this is the efficient way of doing things, and it's all working. Now we can continue. Actually, I think we're cleaning up this class. That's what we're doing. So we tested this out. Everything's working. Can't type yet. Chat's there. And we got the roll, and everything's good. everything's, my character's there. Hit tab, and all this is working. Okay. So, event graph, begin play. This is all set up. It's just using the, we're just going to use that chat box for now. That's fine. This is just spawning the character, and it spawns whatever the game reference character is. I found a better way of doing things instead of getting the game reference. But yeah, we do that. Oops, that's the character, sure. And so that is the event graph begin play. And then after the event graph begin play, we have the input, which is the sessions, toggle customer character customization. We're not actually using that right now. Break that link because we don't have a character customizer set up. And we probably won't even be using these. We'll be using the enhanced system. Again, if a player disconnects, we're going to update the lobby list. There. So we need to get rid of this because we're going to be using our menus. This is what we were going through, I believe. So widget creation. In this case, widget references, we're getting this. We could still promote it to a valid get. Get lobby menu ref player list, get player list. So if it's not valid, we are going to print string lobby HUD wasn't valid. And we're going to add that to this return node. And we still want to get these guys. So we need to update widget, call function update widget. This is from our lobby playlist. We could eliminate these guys here. So we're going to check if our menu widget's left. If it is, we're going to update our player characters. We'd find that, update that. Close that now. So that's good. Update lobby status indicator. So again, we are going to be getting this, which you can do Control C, by the way, and convert that to a valid get. Just because he has a valid get, but again, we know it should be working. And from here, we are going to update lobby. Oh no, we're not. We're going to get our menu ref, sorry. Menu ref. As long as that's valid, we know our menu ref is valid, so we won't do another get valid, to get more redundant. Yeah, actually that is pretty redundant too. Just gonna get the pure. We're gonna just do this one as a pure. I'm sure we would have ran into an error somewhere else beforehand if this wasn't working. So we're gonna do update lobby. Lobby. Oh, this actually is on the hut. I don't think I have this. Throbber indicator. It's just lobby text and stuff. I don't think I have any of that stuff. Designer. So it's just this, waiting for characters to ready up. This is a widget. Lobby HUD widget. I don't have anything like that right now. That would be good to know, I think. You don't want it displayed all the time. And in here you could see the status of whether somebody's updated or not. So I think this is actually something we're just going to ignore. We're going to just delete this. I don't think I want this. So we're going to go back to the widget. That's this guy here. Yeah. Because if you click on, like if you hit tab to open the player list to see, you'll see who's ready or not. And you'll notice that people aren't ready. So you don't need an additional tell to say, hey, buddy's not ready, when you know if they're ready or not. There we go. Control. So we want to set the ready button. And this should be in the UI, so we will need to get lobby menu ref here, and we should be able to get or set, what is this? Set ready up. Set ready up button. So we move this up, move this up. Be able to actually just like kind of have that like right here, and we could just do this true right here. And so we have our text, our warning state, our hide button, and our lock button. And then we're going right here. We'll be able to drag that in. Since we've got that, we close that, close that. And we want to init ready up. Init ready up. And return. We have this about 3. There we go. Kept it a lot neater that way, I think. Compile and save. So you notice when we hit the ready up button, nothing happened. By doing this stuff, we will be fixing that. Pretty happy going through this, because that means sooner or later we might get some stuff working here. So updates ready, this save ready button's pretty good. Yeah, so those two are good to go. Yes, I'm excited about this. Updating the launch on the client. OC is client, by the way. When you guys see OC is on client. So we are going to need our menu ref again. Oh. HUD, get this, and we want to lobby menu ref. Let's see where this is getting used actually. What is this? Oh, this is the old toggle. Alright, right. And we want to toggle launch event. This is server? No, toggle widget. Oh. Toggle server launch event. Wait a tick. Toggle launch event. Oh, this is on the HUD class? It's just doing a countdown. Just gonna keep doing the countdown until it's equal and it's true. I'm just gonna do travel. So we're getting the game mode and we're doing a server travel. Server travel, create loading map. And it's gonna do the things. So it's gonna do the things. So server travel. Back here. we actually need the game mode here. We do have this. Server travel. I don't have a countdown right now. I'm not gonna do this countdown thing here. We're just gonna do the server travel. So close this, and we'll be going just directly just do a server travel, which doesn't even require this. If it's update launch event, we're just gonna server travel. Which means the rest of this stuff doesn't. We will keep this here, actually. Because I might want to add something like that later. Alright. So that's update launch event. That's done there. Server name. Again, this is HUD. We don't have a lobby HUD. So just break this. We got this server name. Just has this hobby. It's just a. We gotta try to clear a lot of this stuff up. So I don't think we have that. If we need that some other time, we can come back and get it. So we could just also get rid of this. Character customization widget. Also just get rid of that. And finally, we're just doing stuff that's useful. Is updating the game mode and stuff like that. So lobby menu ref, set game mode, so we'll put that here, we'll put that here, we'll throw this here. And we'll delete this, refresh this, and save. And we want to do I want to be able to get rid of this. It's not targeting anything actually. Yeah, we'll get rid of this. But toggle launch event. If doing a launch countdown. And we get rid of this because it references a widget that we will no longer have. That's good to go. We'll go in here. Again, we could actually get this. Control C. Close this. Control V, and we want set map. Again, we're going to throw this in here, move this up, throw this as close as possible, which should be right here, and we'll get this return node right there. Should be able to get rid of this, and nice. Compile, save. It looks like we're almost on the widget graph, and then we just have the disconnection graph left. Ooh. So we will be getting rid of this menu ref as well. Because we'll just have our lobby. And so there. Ooh, widget graph over. Server name done as well. Again, we could probably just take this out. We won't even be using action inputs later on because they've disabled them. They're deprecated. So that's that. Kicked from lobby. Yeah, maybe I'll just go with that. Open level, main menu. Yikes. Nope. We want levels. F2. Control C. There you go. All the graphs are done. Hoot hoot. We can work on clearing this stuff now. No widgets creation. Lobby widget. We won't be using this, so we could delete all this. Compile. And then delete. Toggle lobby menu. We can already toggle ours, so we won't be using this either. This is old code. We got something better. Compile. Delete this. Oh, somehow I just went straight down to this. Character customization. We haven't done yet. Like I said, we will look into character customization for sure. We won't be using his, so we can cut this out. Compile, and then cut this. Widget updates though. Update. And like I said, this is where one of the points where we're getting and checking the widget thing, so that's fine. Ready up button. That's good. Game mode. That's good. Map. That's good. Game settings. That's good. Launch event. Targeted player controller. Yeah, that's good. Yep, that's good. Status indicator. We don't need that anymore. We can delete that. Update lobby menu. We're just gonna say update lobby menu, just like that. Oh, we could just actually do that, I guess, because it lines up. Update character customizer. Update server name. Local save ready up button, it's good. Manage, remove cater customizer. We don't even have that, so we could this remove lobby widget. Yeah, we don't need that because this won't be controlling the lobby widget anyway. Well, our HUD class will be controlling the lobby. Last time, set player. Okay. This is good. This is good. Get player name. Sure. And get chat component. Sure. Validation. Get player state. Compile. We shouldn't be using that. We have our own get player state. Lastly, we'll be going through these here, so we should be able to do the WB widget. Should be able to do that. Local saves. Ready up button. These are all good. References. Should be able to delete that. Should be able to delete that. Player connection player settings. Those are needed. Billions launching game. And those are good. So this is good. Good. And the other one should be easier to deal with. So we should be able to hit play. Set game mode. Update game mode. Robbie left set game mode. Hmm. So those aren't being set, but those are probably getting set somewhere else. So, yeah, we will go to the game state next. This is just the basic macro actor has authority. This is game modes. Ooh, it's already mad at me. That's all there is on event play. So let's continue. Constructor, good. Lobby updates, update lobby. Get local player, player array. Good. Good. So, yeah, update. We don't have an update server name. So, yeah. Update current map. I feel like we should have that. That's all there is for this. Oh, this is, I felt it was supposed to be bigger. Update lobby. And this went to the base. I see. Hopefully I didn't mess up too much stuff with that then. Update player lists. We shouldn't need to do that. We shouldn't be doing this. So if you go back to our begin play. Move this down. And we're going to get player controller. Do I not have? Oh, what is this? Do I not have? Let's see, actually, it's not here. It's actually a player controller. No, it's probably base game mode. It's true. Just want to make sure that the host can force launch. Alright. Close that for now. Sorry guys, we got to... Alright, we're looking at macro libraries. Systems, macro libraries, game state. Get FH. Is that what we're doing for the other ones? I think I named this wrong. Get base. Like HUD. Get lobby player controller. Get lobby. Yeah, so. This one might need to be FH. I can put it at the end though. So at the event graph on begin playing, we want to get lobby player controller, just like that. We're going to promote this to a variable. Lobby player controller. Lobby ref player controller. Oh, right. Kind of want to rename this as well. We check this. We do player controller. Lobby ref PC. So that's kind of how we did it. Oh, I'll space out to better, this better too. Lobby ref player controller. And see the spacing's better and everything like that. Lobby ref. So should be good now. Lobby ref, player controller should be valid. Which again, now we're doing this here because we only want to do this if we have authority, because we're getting player index 0. now we have a lobby reference. This game state looks like it might be a little bit big, but I think player state will be small. Update lobby. This was good, right? Yeah. This is per instance, so that's can't be helped. Save. Close this, I guess. Update player list. And this is where we need to put this in references. And we're Control C. And we're just going to plop that in there. I'm gonna get rid of that so there's no more casting, because that is heavy. So we're also just going to delete this, and this is lobby status indicator. We can delete that. No. Not too sure where that's using it. Launch event. But again, if you hover over this, this class tries to access the object as a library class, and it may it may be an instance of, note, this blueprint will always be loading, it will be expensive. So that's why we now have this reference here, and we just hook that up like that. We do not want these expensive things. Good. That's good. Kill that. That's already good. So now we are on ready up button. Always keep the last one there so we know. As long as it has authority. Keep that there, I guess. Because yeah, if it has authority, then we will update already up button. Oops. I was supposed to leave that one up, include the previous one. Players, reset players. And this is where we're getting into player states. So we need the lobby player state. So we're going to here. We're going to have to, again, we could just actually grab this and move this. If we're going to do The same thing here. We're gonna get player state, or get lobby player state. And we are going to promote to variable. We're going to take away these spaces, which are fine because it will still give us our spaces on the variables and stuff. And we should be able to hook these in here. Just looks like it's just too tight to be able to squeeze it in there. And so when we go here, we will get this and just slot that in there. And again, it's player index 0. Let's just slide it there. Alright, compile, save. So we could get rid of this guy. We're almost running out of time here. At least we got things going in the end, so we can get rid of this guy. Done this, we're done this, we're on, yeah, we're done this, we can do that, we're on, set this. This is game modes, we want game modes. Oh, we set that earlier, right? The event graph. But this does have problems here. We'll break game modes. We gotta do a for each loop. So throw this up, squeeze in there. And then we gotta break game mode settings. Got that weird glitch. We got the local I have to compile, save. I can't see anything. Oh. It's also pretty much time to go. Yeah, because we only got a couple more minutes. I can't see anything though. Darn. So we have a local variable for this specific. Oh, we already have one. Good. I could grab this then. Local. And we need to do an add. And we can break, sorry. So I can move this up here, move this up here, move this here. And for this body loop, we want to just plug that in. We want to kind of stick that there. Move this up. And this guy goes here. This guy goes there. Oh. This guy goes here, and this guy goes there. And upon completion, we want to be setting this. Alright, so we could delete this, get that add there, we got R mode there, got this there, we got this there, we got our completion loop there, got our getting available settings there. There we go. Alright, guys. I wish I could do find references. There we go. None found. So we should be able to delete this. There we go. Compile. There we go. Alright. And so we're on current map, which means we can get rid of this here. That was the previous. We want to do maps. And again, how I'm seeing things is just by looking over at your guys' Discord. So we're gonna have to break. Here we go. Ads. There we go. Oh, sorry, just looking at the OBS. OBS doesn't have that graphic error, so I know you guys aren't seeing the graphic error. It's something that just I'm seeing. Oh, I was supposed to be getting the game mode actually. Game or mode. What? Oh, yeah, it's actually game modes. I don't know why. Game mode. So we should be clicking here, and then we break game mode. There we go. We'll throw the maps in here. And that's why all those things were, that's why we just moved on from the player character, because this is setting all the maps and stuff for the player character class. And again, yeah, it's 11 o'clock, so I gotta go. But next time we'll be going into check if everybody's there, and we'll just be finishing off the game state. Once we're done with game state, It's literally just the player state. Once we're done the player state, we should be able to hit play, launch, and get into our woodlands kind of like temp demo map, which should be just pretty much like the same as this or something. And we're gonna start converting that into our prop hunt stuff. All right, thank you guys so much for watching the stream, and you guys have a good one, and I'll see you guys on Sunday. Ciao for now.